The shirt's kind of rad, TBH.
TBH, Meowster Wives.
We saw them together, so we can talk about it.
Yay! Welcome back to Cats and Concerts. I'm Phoebe.
And I'm Peyton. And because Paramore decided they were going to reschedule because of Hurricane Irma, we're going to talk about 2017 year in review of all the concerts we went to that we didn't do specific videos on that happened before we started our episodes.
Yeah.
Episode number 5.
Number 5. Okay.
That was 10.
Number 5.
There we go. So the shows we went to together this year that we didn't talk about already, we went to DNCE at
the CFE Arena at school.
Yeah, so that was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
It was like $5 tickets.
Yeah.
Awful DJ opened up for them.
Oh my god.
It was a school DJ.
Yeah,
I was just like not
really
lit for it at all.
Last year they had an actual opener, and like I forget who it was, but they did the same event and there was an actual opener. So I was really disappointed in their lack of budget. But
I'm curious who we're gonna get this coming year.
I don't know, but it's our last one, so.
You're right, so it better be good. But yeah, they came out in like Star Wars costumes.
Oh yeah, it was so long ago.
It was so long ago, but it was good. They were fun.
Yeah, I had a
party.
I wish we were on the floor.
Same.
I really do.
Yeah, it was one of those shows that we should have been on the floor for.
Yeah, because everyone around us was like, we were kind of at the edge of the crowd, so we were just kind of like stuck with all the people who were like,
we're just kind of yeah, and like I think a lot of people only knew like Cake by the Ocean and maybe Toothbrush.
Yeah,
but
we
like
were like
we knew the album.
For
Zoom. Zoom is the song. It's still my song.
Yeah, I just listened to that the other day, and I was like.
Did we go to Panic? Was it DNCE then Panic?
Yeah, because Panic was in April and
you're right.
Bastille was in May.
Wow.
And then it was Dry for the summer.
Dry for the summer.
Never forget.
But then Demi saved music with this new album.
You're right.
Better get that $2 ticket, Cyber Monday. Okay, so we went to Panic at the disco, and okay, this was a year of basically me finally seeing every artist for the first time that I've been wanting to see forever.
And this was like a super last minute thing for you. Like, I had tickets. Me and my sister are supposed to be her friend, and her friend is a flake, for real. And so she bailed, and I was like, yo, you coming?
And I like was at work, and I asked the manager, and they gave me it off. He's like, go enjoy Panic. And like honestly, Brendan Urie live was absolutely incredible, and the production of that show was incredible. It's one of my favorite shows I think I've ever seen. Yeah. Still, and even though I've seen like I feel like 1,000 shows this year alone, I feel like that one is like still in my head as like such a great time. But it was also because we had club seats.
Oh my gosh, we had rolling chairs and a waiter. I don't think life gets better than that.
And Mr. Wives, shout out for the shirt, opened that show, and also Saint Motel, and which I'd never heard of them. Yeah. But became a fan. They were really fun.
Yeah. I love them.
So that was a good show. May rolled around and last second went to Bastille.
Yes.
They were supposed to be at the Orlando Fairgrounds, and
which would have been an awful show.
Yeah, bad venue. Wasn't interested. They got moved to House of Blues Orlando. I bought 2 tickets, and Phoebe was still living an hour away at the time, and I like texted her and was like, how fast can you get here? We gotta go. We went, and it was also super fun, and he like roamed around
the whole place. Yeah, he went all the way up into the loge and was like hanging out.
He was all over the place.
He was like hanging off the railing. I was like,
and it was cool because that show was meant for like amphitheaters. Yeah. And they like put that screen on the House of Blues stage. Yeah. And just it was cool because it was, since it was meant for like that larger stage venue and everything, it was like so in your face.
Oh yeah, that was intense. Like,
I was like, wow, that's a screen. I wish I could gotten that Black Friday deal on that size of the TV.
What other shows did you
So shows that I went to, I saw JoJo at, where was that? The Plaza Live downtown. That was really cool because again, like someone that I loved in my childhood, like made a comeback, and she's like vocally really talented live. So that was cool. Again,
I wish I went.
Small venue and it was cheap, so that was awesome. Ariana Grande at Amway.
Yeah,
that Dangerous Woman tour with Little Mix opening, which I was like the only Little Mix fan there. I feel like
I low key wish I went there just for Little Mix.
Right? Like they're fun. Their music is fun. Did you feel this ties into what I was gonna say next anyway?
Oh.
I like feel bad being like a big fan of them because there's such like a Little Mix versus Fifth Harmony like thing in their fan. That's a thing. People like. They're like, there can only be one girl group.
Listen, this is what's wrong with America. You can like it all.
No, America just doesn't like girl groups. Like, but I did see Fifth Harmony at Universal at Mardi Gras, and like, they're my girls, honestly. Love them. Seen them now. Also saw them perform at Disney for the Christmas special, so I'm going on like 5 times seeing them at like perform somewhere doing something.
Yeah.
And they're also gonna be at Jingle Ball, so...
Yeah, it's gonna be super fun.
Big fan. Their like music isn't like deep or anything, but it's like a guilty pleasure kind of thing.
Yeah. I mean, I'm like a fake Fifth Harmony fan now, so like
I've made her a fake Fifth Harmony fan, and she's also like brought me back to my days where I like used to love Bastille and Imagine Dragons and all that.
So it's just a give and take relationship here.
Exactly. It's like, okay, so your favorite shows that you went to this year without me.
Okay. Sad face. So, wow, I'm overwhelmed. So, I went to, my favorite show of the entire year, has to be Bleachers at the Beecham. I just feel like Jack Antonoff is, like, the most talented person in the world, and, when you think about, like, him writing all Taylor Swift music.
I was just gonna say that, and he wrote Reputation.
Yeah, because I was, like, almost a little bit discouraged when I heard that he wrote Look What You Made Me Do. But everything about that was done on purpose. But his band Bleachers, which is like probably one of my top 5 bands ever, it was just the best show ever. Like, we didn't get there that early. We got there maybe like an hour and a half early, me and my sister. But we got there, and so they split the line in 2. So you know where the Beecham is, right? Yeah? Okay, so they said, okay, if you want, you can go to the other line. We're going to have 2 lines going in at the same time. And me and my sister were like, bye. So we went and we're like the first 3 people in that other door.
Yeah.
So we got barricade at that show while we weren't even at the beginning. Like, there are people there all day long. Like, I felt like I cheated them, but I'm sorry. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, honestly.
And my favorite song in the whole world is Everybody Lost Somebody. And during that part, Jack came down onto like one of the big speakers and like grabbed my hand and like sang to me for like 3 seconds, and it was just like the best thing ever. And everybody had these paper signs that said Everybody Lost Somebody, and like that was the first show they ever did that because I think it like caught on to all the other shows. And he was like crying on stage, and it was just like
a moment.
Me and my sister just had like just a moment because we love them so much. Well, I saw like Lorde at Bonnaroo, which was probably like one of the best experiences ever because I wasn't supposed to see her, and my shift like leader, I was like, oh my god, I can hear Lorde starting. And he was like, just go. And I was like, what? And he was like, go. And so I literally ran through Bonnaroo. She had sound problems. She had to restart her set. I made it to the pit before she came out and restarted. Like, she was starting green light. Yeah. And I was like, shit. I was like running. I didn't walk to a single thing that weekend. I was running, and I was like, oh my god, she's starting. I was like, move. And she was like, oh guys, I have to come back. Like, her monitor wasn't working. So she couldn't hear herself. She couldn't hear the music. And so... Bless tech issues. Bless the tech issues at Bonnaroo. Shout out.
Next week. It's finally Paramore.
Wow.
It was supposed to happen so long ago. Like, I need to... like refresh myself on this album that I was so about this Paramore album, but then everyone else decided to jump on the bandwagon of releasing music this year. Yeah. And like unfortunately, I feel like it fell down on my list because, like, right around the time they released music, like, Lorde put out the album, Kesha put out her album, who else? Like, Imagine Dragons, Demi, like, everyone, like, Pink, Kelly Clarkson, like, everyone this year decided just to release an album.
I'm convinced that the world's ending.
Like, insane. But it's made it hard, though, to, like, find an album
that's, like, the one
to listen to, which I'm gonna go ahead and say it, like, the album that I feel like go back to if I just need an album to listen to is Hopeless Fountain Kingdom.
Same.
I think Hopeless Fountain Kingdom is my favorite album of this year.
I hate it that it's my favorite because I'm like,
I'm
a very borderline Halsey fan sometimes.
Same, because she drives me she drives me nuts, and I don't know, like, that's the one that I'll just, like, go back to.
Yeah, same.
Well, as you guys can see, we go to a lot of shows.
Yeah.
When you can't remember all of them.
Yeah, pretty much.
But thank you for tuning in, and stay tuned for more Cats and Concerts in 2018.
2018.
Coming at ya.
I wasn't made for this life.
Same. We were just meant to, like, jam out while no one was watching.
Exactly. Dance like
nobody is watching. What is that from? Or is that just, like, a really cliche white girl phrase?
Yep. I think so.